Hello guys, welcome to Mark Shrimp Tanks. In today's video we're going to be looking at my crystal red shrimp tank because we're going to have to change something in this tank because they haven't bred for a while. Now we did do the soil replacement with the ADA Amazonia 2, so maybe all we need to do is something to stimulate them to breed, maybe like a bigger water change or something like that, because everything in the tank, all the ingredients are there for it to be successful, right? So that's what we're going to do today. God, I still have a cough. No coffee today. This is an electrolyte drink that I take every single morning that helps me with, funnily enough, my blood pressure and stuff. So if I don't take this, I feel like utter poop. This is one of the side effects from having some of my glands removed from my thyroid removal days. As long as I remember to take that drink, I'm fine. Anyway guys, let's not go off on a tangent. Let's have a little look at this tank down here. This beauty. Alright, so what can you see here? You can see guys that the shrimp are fairly active. There's no lethargic shrimp. They're not like still or yeah, I don't get dead shrimp in this tank at all now. That soaching oxidator needs filled. I did put a banana leaf in here the other day. I'm absolutely loving these banana leaves guys. Look at this up here, look. The shrimp destroy them. Look how active these guys are. Look. This is what you want to see in a shrimp tank. Look how active they are. See? This is what you want to see, right? So these guys are the same. They're active just the same. So we're on the right path. Look at them. We're on the right path. On the front layer here we had we'd added a few cups of ADA Amazonia version 2. And it's made a big difference, I think. I can see a lot of little beasties and microfauna and stuff on the glass. I'm not sure if that will come out on camera, but I think this tank was quite sterile the last time that we looked. Let's see, is this side the same here? Look at all the snails and whatever else is in here. So we are going to try and stimulate this tank to for the shrimp to breed a little bit more by doing a bigger water change today. So we're going to do roughly about 25-30% water change. We'll put some food at the front so you can see them as well. 2 days ago I actually fed them with some egg yolk too, just to try and get those berries to come out nice from the saddle. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Everything else in the tank looks great. It's just, I think this one is just a matter of time before anything happens, because all the plants are looking good. Look at the moss. Look at all the other plants, all growing nice. The water tangs really nice and green and bushy. Yeah, so as I said, water change, let's fix this oxidator, and yeah, we might get some breeding. So as you can see here, we have our water change started. Water is going down. My mark for a quarter of the water is roughly about here. So we'll see how much water is taken out in a second. These tanks are not as big as I thought they were. I thought they were 60 litre tanks. It could be that they're just 40 odd litres, because yeah, the water volumes don't quite match up. This could be a quarter actually, quarter of the water. These marks here, maybe it's not quite a third of the tank. Let's see, so down here is roughly 1/4 and we are almost at 10. See it? Yeah, so this will be 44 litre tank, maybe something like that. Makes sense, doesn't it? Look how much water is there. So let's just stop this now, because that is down low enough. I wouldn't normally do as big as water change of this, but if your shrimp are not breeding and you know there's nothing wrong with the tank, yeah, do this. Get in there and try and stimulate a little bit the breeding. By the way guys, as well, it's worth pointing out that for people that don't know this, all my water matches my tanks. All the water that we take out and all the water that goes in, it matches quite well, right? So let's get this glass clean first. Is one of the little teeny jobs that we have to do here, and yeah, this won't be long to do. We scrape here, just keep the glass nice and clean, because this tank needs it. The glass is green. The glass is green. It also makes it easier for you guys to see. It's always worth doing right down to the edge in the tanks, because when you have baby shrimp, that's where they'll most likely be. Is that good enough, you think? So let's get our water in here, guys, and we'll refill that soaching oxidator as well while I remember. Alright, let's get our water back in like this. I really should invest in a mini tripod for doing this kind of work, because it's really awkward doing it with one hand. I do have another tripod, but it's just far too big. I need to invest in another tripod. Is that in the right place? It is. On you go, come on. You don't want to over tighten these. I probably repeat myself countlessly in my videos, but yeah, you don't want to over tighten these little acrylic screws, because you will just destroy them. It's the same with the actual clamp itself actually here. If you tighten up too much, there's probably a good chance that this will snap. So you can see the way the water is going in here. Once this float valve comes up like this, the water stops, you see it? So I have this on the highest setting here, so it should come within, like, I don't know, maybe 2 centimeters of the top. Like this. On, off, on, off. And then that allows us to go and do other things. Right, let's grab this soaching oxidator while we're here, because it's empty. These release small amounts of H2O2 into the water, and they oxidize things like organics and other things in the water. They're quite useful. Let's see, I'll put that there, and we'll go and get our fluid and we'll fill that up. Hey guys, so here is that little oxidator we were just talking about there. Guys, when you take these apart, it's always worthwhile giving this a little rinse like this, because you'll often get snails and other things stuck in here, dirt, whatever else, right? So you don't want your H2O2 oxidizing constantly on the stuff in there. You want it to come out a little bit. So here is our oxidator with our 2 catalysts in there, like so. This is 3% solution. It says 6 there, but I'll put 3 because it was cut in half with pure RO at 6%. Yep, did that even make sense? The original bottle was 6%, and I cut it by 50% to get 3% H2O2. I think the next time I buy this, I might try the 12% solution if we can get through Norwegian customs, because it's very easy to do this, guys. You just buy bottles like this and cut it. So if I buy the next time, for example, I would probably prefer to use 6% in my oxidators, because I have them in all my soft water shrimp tanks. And yeah, it just puts that little bit more oxygen, pure oxygen into the tank. I think pure oxygen is probably very beneficial for aquatic life, and yeah, it's just good for them. Let's get this in, get the lid on, turn it upside down, push it into your little ceramic container, and then this can go into the tank, you see, like this. There's someone in the comment section will ask me, Mark, what is that glass thing? Every time. Right, so let's get some food in here, guys, and we'll see how the shrimp are. Right, guys, before we put the food in, I just want to show you this way at the back here. You see down here, if you can see past the glare, that is. I'm actually quite shocked at how many shrimp are actually in this tank. There are a lot of them. And it's a little bit odd that there's so many shrimp in here, but they're not breeding. Like, we don't see tons and tons of bambinos in here. So yeah, hopefully this thing with the lowering the pH with peat water and this active soil, because look how active they are. This is before we even put food in the water. So we have a little bit ibidama here. Plop it in right at the front. And as I said, yeah, I fed these guys yesterday, so I wouldn't be too surprised if they don't come for the food, but I can tell already that they will, and the way that they're quite active. So yeah, underfeeding in this tank could be a problem. It could be a problem where I'm simply not giving them enough of the right foods for them to breed, as you can see here. I'm not sure how good this camera is very close up, but look at the back, look how many shrimp there is. All over the place. You can see some bubbles of the H2O2. Those are thingamajig as well coming up. So this bigger water change, hopefully it will stimulate our shrimp to start breeding more regularly in here. You know, the other thing it could be as well, guys, is I notice sometimes when you have tanks with an awful lot of shrimp that they just don't grow as big. as tanks with less shrimp. That's quite logical, isn't it? That way of thinking. And that could be what it is in here. I don't see any exceptionally big crystal red shrimp in here, which is a tiny bit odd in itself. You know, like there's not any big buried girls or just like rogue males that are massive or anything like that. But you guys, you can see like there's plenty of algae for them, lots and lots of plant material. They have soil that they can also munch on. And yeah, I think all this tank needs is, apart from that glare remove that you see in the camera, I think all this tank needs is time. So I'm not going to go in and change too much about it, because they are quite active. You can see that here, look. They are quite active. And this water change with this peat that is, this water that is lowered the pH with the peat will help a lot as well. I've noticed it in my other tanks as well. Look how active these guys are, look. And it's a theme I'm seeing across all my tanks now, all my soft water tanks. So yeah, we are definitely 1 bazillion% on the right path, I think. Right guys, so there you have it. Oh, I need to get my drink. Are you enjoying this format? Let me know in the comment section below. I know I ask you this like nearly every video, but it's important to me that I know that you guys are actually enjoying what you're seeing, the content that is. Because as I said in previous videos, I have roughly 30 tanks in my shrimp room. And yeah, I can literally do a different tank every day, right? So the time that you next see this tank will be in a month from now. So did the things that we do today work? You will see. That's the thing I love about the vlog style of it. And maybe one of the things I might do is I might actually add, I have to take a drink before my voice seizes. I might actually add the date to the title as well, just so, for example, if one of you guys wanted to check on the crystal red shrimp tank, you'd be able to see the title crystal red shrimp tank and the corresponding date to it as well. It would help you to see what's actually happened and what has changed. Alright guys, thank you for watching today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy shrimp keeping, guys.